Hey guys, what's up? Crypto Marco here. In today's video, we'll take a look at ArcBlock. First of all, we're going to do a rather superficial look at it. So everybody of you who wants just to check it out in a nutshell what it is going to know what ArcBlock is. Then we are going to take a look at the white paper, going to go more in depth. And then at the end, I will do a little conclusion of what I think about ArcBlock. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up and comment down below a nice comment, feedback, whatever, question with your Litecoin address, because among everybody who's commenting, I am giving away a small amount of Litecoin. Now, if you take a look at ArcBlock, as you can see, ArcBlock token has completed its goal. They reached 12,500 Ethereum on their sale, and the amazing thing is that the ICO of ArcBlock has been sold out only after 20 minutes. And in a nutshell, I quote Crypto Recorder, ArcBlock is basically what you would describe as blockchain 3.0. It aims to make it easier for people to launch decentralized apps across multiple platforms. In essence, it is not about creating new blockchains, but rather allowing users to use existing blockchains to create usable applications. User-driven applications will open up blockchain technology to the masses and take it to the next level. Now, when I take a look at ICOs, one of the first things I do is always see like how high is the hard cap, and with the hard cap being 37,500. Now that's a lot, and usually I kind of thrown off by that. In the case of ArcBlock, they have a very qualified team that needs to be paid, obviously. And plus, on top of that, they have big things in mind, so it's kind of justified. So didn't raise a red flag there. Usually I would. And something else that I don't like with ICOs is private sales. Not per se, but when too much is done in a private sale and too big of a bonus is being paid out. But in this case, 25,000 Ethereum have been raised in a private sale, but there was only a bonus of 8%. And that's not a lot, but if you wanted to participate in a private sale, you had to invest at least 100 Ethereum, or maximum was 1,000 Ethereum. Then in the public sale, 0.1 Ethereum to 3 Ethereum. So the distribution is maximum tokens for sale are 45%, 8% marketing, 15% for the team, and community rewards are 32%. So not so sure how to feel about that. It's not 100% decentralized, but I mean, it can work out if the team knows what they're doing. Speaking of team, as you can see, the team is very diversified, very qualified people up there. So if you want to check them out in detail, which I have done, you can go ahead and just click on their LinkedIn profiles. Some of them don't have LinkedIn profiles, but I wouldn't be thrown off by that because LinkedIn isn't that popular in China, so it's nothing unusual to not have a LinkedIn profile. But something that I really like about ArcBlock is that, first of all, they have a very detailed roadmap, plus they have a 5-year plan. And I know how important goal setting is for your personal development, and if a company is actually publicly posting their goals and over a span of 5 years, then I think that's a really good thing. Nonetheless, one more thing that I really enjoy about it is that they're part of the Linux Foundation, Hyperledger, W3C, IEE, and the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, actually Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. Plus, on top of that, they have some amazing partners. To name the two most prestigious ones, there's IBM and SAP. And if you take a closer look at ArcBlock, you can see that they have ArcBlock has been issued on the 26th of February. And since then, of course, just as all other cryptocurrencies, saw a little downtrend, but nonetheless, I think that compared to other cryptocurrencies, it wasn't hit as bad, and you might right now see a nice buying opportunity. Where can you buy ArcBlock? Huobi, Coin, Bean, and OKEX, and there is the Twitter account of ArcBlock. You'll see a lot of nice things that they're tweeting, just, they're in Seattle, and oh, look at our new headquarters. So it's a nice Twitter account. But something that I almost have forgotten, they have a lot of people in their Telegram talking about ArcBlock, and something that I usually don't do, but I checked out the reviews on ArcBlock, and I usually don't do this. I did this for the first time because I was kind of thrown off by the first comment that I saw right here, paid reviewed, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then I took a look at this account, and it does look like this is not a legitimate account. Like, if you don't believe that this is like a hot Russian girl like this doesn't review a cryptocurrency, and this one may be real, but then again, we have some kind of not 100% looking accounts giving this giving ArcBlock their reviews. So I don't want to say that it's ArcBlock bot reviews. Maybe somebody did it for them. So in any case, I just wanted to point out that it does look a bit sketchy. But now let's dive into the deeper details of ArcBlock. So if you skip the introduction in the table of contents, you'll land on page 7. And then the last page is like some legal stuff. So effectively, of the 28 pages on the white paper, 20 are dedicated to ArcBlock. And so currently, problems that ArcBlock sees in current blockchain projects is, of course, poor performance. So transactions per second are low. See Ethereum, Bitcoin. Not consumer friendly. You have to be a tech whiz. Of course, sending cryptocurrencies is costly. Then once you choose a platform, for example, Neo or Ethereum, you can't change from that platform to another. So it's called a so-called platform lock-in for them, and then a lack of features. Now, what ArcBlock tries to do is something that I explained earlier. Basically, Bitcoin is blockchain 1.0, and smart contract and Ethereum with the smart contracts is blockchain 3.0. Now, what ArcBlock tries to do is be blockchain 3.0, and it comes with features such as cloud node, open chain access, blocknet, and incentive for self-evolution. Now, I will explain some of these functions in this video, but if you really want to go in depth into an analysis, I recommend you check out the white paper yourself. Now, what are the ArcBlock advantages? Build for new token economy. Is a self-evolving ecosystem, not just a software platform built on decentralized blah, blah, blah. Optimize for the best experience, build for the cloud. Actually, I don't want to read off everything I need. I did make some notes before I started this video. And instead of reading, I will just explain to you basically how it works. So for example, you have here the Ethereum Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, and then you use the Ethereum adapter to basically connect these networks to decentralized apps on web browsers, or for example, also HTTPS desktop apps and mobile apps. Now, you probably all know CryptoKitties, and CryptoKitties is a decentralized app running on the Ethereum network. Now, if you actually know how to use CryptoKitties, you know that it does require some knowledge of cryptocurrencies, and you need to be a little bit tech savvy to install it the first time. But basically, once you run it, you can't see the difference between, you know, a normal browser game and CryptoKitties, and that's why it's so important to run decentralized apps. Now, something that I will get into later is that the success of ArcBlock is dependent on the overall success of decentralized apps and how important they are going to become. I, for myself, am bullish on decentralized apps and think that they are going to be important for the future, but it's a matter of fact that currently it's kind of hard to launch your own decentralized apps, and there are many cryptocurrencies out there that are trying to be, you know, a platform for decentralized apps. But this is basically how it works. So you use the blockchain, the advantages of the blockchain, and you let it run on a system that that doesn't look any different from the systems that the user sees on an everyday basis. So you have the technical advantages without making it more complicated, pretty much. It's an open chain solution, so you can even integrate it with other cryptocurrencies. Then something important from cloud nodes that I have written down is ArcBlock is the first blockchain platform to treat cloud services as nodes. So basically a computer that's running the blockchain software on it and is being a node, and multiple nodes, you know, they create this peer-to-peer network or the cloud. Actually, no, it's not a cloud, but anyway, but ArcBlock is, as far as I know, the first one to enable a cloud to be an actual node for the network, which is pretty interesting. Then going on, Open Chain Access Protocol. Here are some more technical details on how the whole thing works, and I think it's not appropriate for me to explain everything in this video because it will get a little bit boring. I'm just gonna show you some of the highlights, in my opinion. And this paragraph was for me also important. In the future, we will support Windows Azure, Google Compute Engine, IBM Bluemix, and other computing platforms. We also plan to support Docker and open source FASS solution for blocklets so that users can easily build and deploy their own blocklets without using a cloud service. Next up, we have a highlight over here. So very tech savvy, white paper pretty much, but kept in a pretty simple tone. Here, the ArcBlock token is native to the ArcBlock platform. To achieve high performance transactions, we built an optimized blockchain dedicated to ArcBlock's own token service and the public ledger. The design goal is to achieve over 100,000 motherfucking transactions per second, which is more than adequate for a wide range of applications. In the future, this blockchain could be improved for broader purposes. So compare this with the 7 transactions per second with Bitcoin and 12 transactions per second for Ethereum. Of course, the question, in my opinion, is, of course, are they going to really be able to pull that off? So if you want to get in depth into this, please go ahead and dive into the white paper. My conclusion for ArcBlock is that pros for me are, of course, the nice looking white paper, which explains the whole system, which is very complicated in a very kind of easy way, in my opinion. Also, the roadmap shows a lot of different goals, is very detailed, so that's something you don't see every day. The team is more than solid. They have partnered up with IBM and S&P, and they want to be integrated into other blockchains, which is really important. On the other hand, I'm not so sure about the distribution of the tokens not being 100% decentralized. So how much the team gets a lot, community rewards get spread out, and marketing and media. So only 45%. I'm not so sure how to feel about that. And one more thing that is really, like, for me, leaves like a weird feeling is that this concept of being a platform for decentralized apps, like ArcBlock is by far not the only one that's trying to be a decentralized platform, decentralized apps platform. For example, Dragon Chain is also doing that, but it's more blockchain 2.0. Or Lisk is also trying to be a decentralized app platform, and the question will be, how much utility will decentralized apps have for us? How important are they going to be for us? So on one hand, they have the competition of, for example, Dragon Chain and Lisk, and on the other hand is that I think that the success of ArcBlock heavily correlates with the success of decentralized apps. So that's something that I really cannot answer. That's only something that the future can tell, and I think that the success of ArcBlock heavily depends also on the whole industry of cryptocurrencies. But then again, show me an ICO that is not dependent off, the success of the cryptocurrency industry. Now, this was, I hope now you know what ArcBlock is, and there are no questions left in the room. And now, with this being said, let's get to the giveaway of the last video. So I only uploaded it 12 hours ago, so there are not that many comments. So let's just see who's gonna be today's winner. It will be Ibrahim Eb. The kid got skills. Yeah, definitely. Like some 15-year-old kid managed to hack the Nederlano S Ledger hardware wallet. So congratulations to you, my friend. Shukran for the comment. I assume you're probably speaking Arabian. So my friend from Tunisia and Lebanon told me a few things. And yeah, guys, Thank you very much for watching this video. Keep in mind that everything said in this video is my personal opinion and not financial advice. Be very careful when investing into cryptocurrencies because they are super volatile, and as fast as they can go up, they can also go down. So never invest more than you can afford to lose. And if you enjoyed this video, like it, comment and subscribe to my channel. So thank you very much for watching and good luck investing. See you next time. Bye bye.